Horror is one of my favorite genres, so it is about time that I share one of my favorite horror films. A few months back, I did my top 5 films, and Suspiria was on the list. Today, I'm going to dive a little deeper into the film, and why this film, after 10 years since my first viewing, had such a lasting impact on me, and why every few years, I find myself venturing back into Dario Argento's world of hell. So, without further ado, get your tickets ready as we travel to Germany towards a ballet academy, where something sinister brews behind the curtain after sundown, and bombastic horrific color seeps through your screen as night devours day. Directed by the one and only Italian horror master, Dario Argento. Suspiria follows Susie, a young American dancer who travels to Germany hoping to join the prestigious ballet school. But of course, things don't go quite as planned. Before we begin, let me ask you a quick question. What makes a horror film memorable? For us horror junkies out there, we probably grab a hold and watch any horror films we find, but most of them get placed in a forgotten pile within weeks after viewing, but not Suspiria. In fact, Suspiria is a film that invites you back every few years. You want to go back, you want to revisit, and you want to suffer. Suspiria is a film that will guarantee to glue to your mind years after your first viewing, but why is that? There are two main factors. Number 1, its color palette. As you can see from the clips in this video, Suspiria is probably one of the most vibrant multicolored films you ever see, and for good reasons. The film opens with Susie leaving the airport, and immediately, within seconds, your eyes are greeted with arresting, gorgeous, oversaturated color, and right there, I was hypnotized. The oversaturation color choice will make you uncomfortable, but enough to lure you into the mystifying world, as right away, you know something is off, and you, just like Susie, wants to figure it out. The colors are guaranteed to create a lasting impact as the sharp color gets ingrained in your head. At first glance, the color choice may seem pretentious, but actually, the overwhelming colors help amplify the mood and help shift its tone and deliver a sinister feeling that something unspeakable is lurking behind the walls of the academy. The oversaturated color was only used at night, showing that whenever night falls, the nightmare begins to brew. The color choice alone deserved the watch, as every shot is literally an art piece, and it feels like you're browsing and walking through a museum. The color use makes every shot look three-dimensional. Every color is perfectly chosen in place, not allowing any object or item in the frame to overshadow the overall picture. Instead, it complements it perfectly, adding more depth. Yes, the color doesn't quite make sense, but isn't that the point? The mysterious color makes the whole film play out like a dream sequence, as you watch the mind-bending horror unfold on screen, and like a dream, when you wake up, you're eager to experience it all over again. Another reason Suspiria was such a memorable watch was its score. Composed by the Italian band Goblin, the score amalgamates with the color spectrum and creates a nightmarish vision. That for sure will stay in your head. I'm no music student myself, but the use of unconventional sounds unheard of in other horror films, combined with the sounds of bells, growling, and echoes, makes it a very unsettling and claustrophobic ride. The score takes what we see on screen and amplifies it, and makes everything that much more dreamy. You feel grounded but yet spacey at the same time. Many instruments are incorporated. I definitely heard the frantic violin sound and a barrage of other instruments that I did not know the name of. When the instruments combine, it makes it an agonizing ride, in a good way. If a horror film makes you feel uncomfortable, it has successfully done its job. These two elements alone made Suspiria such an enjoyable ride, as both the score and color palette both complement each other so well, making you feel like you're living in a nightmarish dream mode. And that was exactly what Dario Argento's goal was. Is Suspiria the scariest film I've ever seen? No. Is Suspiria the bloodiest film? No. But nevertheless, it has done something that almost all horror film fails to do. Leave a lasting impression and make you want to return over and over again. Suspiria is a film that I will continue to revisit every few years, and maybe, if you decide to give it a try, you will do the same. If you're expecting a plot twist, extreme scares, and blood, you're going to be disappointed. But if you're looking for an experience that you won't forget anytime soon, and can return to every so often, well, right here is the one for you. Have you seen Suspiria? Do you plan to see it? If you did, what did you think about it? Do you agree with my points? Comment below and let me know, and as always, subscribe for your next travel ticket.